What should you be looking for when you're out looking at houses? Buying a home is a significant investment, so it's essential to make an informed decision. The first thing you need to be looking at is the location of the home. Is it near amenities that you frequent? What do the neighboring houses look like? Is it a good neighborhood? Do people upkeep their home, their yard? Do they have 6 junk vehicles sitting out back? You want to think about those types of things. The second thing is the layout and the space of the home. So when you look into the house, when you enter the home, pay attention to where things are located. What's the layout of the house and how is that space utilized? Is it going to be functional for you in your daily life? Third thing is structural condition. You want to look at the foundation, you want to look at the basement walls, you want to look at the ceiling. You want to make sure you don't see any significant cracks. You also want to look for signs of water damage, structural issues, any kind of red flag that you'd probably want to get checked by a professional. Next thing is to look at the natural light and the ventilation of the house. So I have shown some homes where they only had 2 windows in the whole front part of the house. And so it just kind of gives it this dark, overbearing presence almost, especially on a day if it's cloudy or rainy. You just feel like there's no light in the house. So pay attention to the lighting in the house. Is it sufficient? Is it going to be bright enough for you and your family? Fifth thing to think about is the storage space in a house. One of the tips that we give to sellers is to clean out your closets so that they will appear bigger. If you open a closet door and it's just overflowing with stuff, you think, oh, there's not enough storage space in this house. So people will clean those out to make them appear larger. But you want to really look at the storage space. Do you have sufficient closet space for everyone in your home? Do you have a space to store seasonal decoration items, luggage, seasonal kids' toys, things like that? The next thing to consider is energy efficiency. You want to look for things like double pane windows, look at the insulation, what kind of appliances do they have, are they energy efficient? Those will help you to reduce your electric bills in the long run. Next thing is to check out the exterior and the curb appeal of that particular home. Have they maintained the outside of the house? Because if the outside of the house is clean and well maintained, that's usually a good clue that they are maintaining the inside of the house as well. But you want to look at your roof, you want to look at the landscaping, do they have trees that are hanging over the roof, things like that. Now, you also want to look at future expansion or renovation potential. We are in a tight inventory market, so sometimes we have to make sacrifices on what we buy. So when you're looking at a house and you think, well, I just really like to have a sunroom on the back of this house, is it laid out to where you could add that sunroom? Could you expand the home and add more square footage to it? Is the area going to allow you to expand the house? Do you have zoning restrictions? Are there limitations on what you can or cannot do? So these is just a starting point, but a lot of times buyers go in and they get sidetracked, if you will, by the bright, shiny, the new things in a house, and they're not paying attention to the actual details of the home. So create a little checklist for yourself or get with a great agent like myself who will give you a checklist when you're going out to look at homes and think through each one of these things. If you found this helpful, be sure to follow me and leave a comment so that you'll see more home buying and selling tips from me in the future.